Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Yes, happy Monday. It's still Monday. So I feel like it's, all the messages are coming through today. Messages on the Monday. Well, it's a good way to start the week, isn't it? Let's get all the messages out today. You can get on with the week then and stay in the flow of things. Just keep it rolling. Okay. I'm sure it's all relevant somehow. So I've got 3 decks in front of me. And I'm going to pull some cards right now for Divine Masculine with the Gods and Titans. Card with the Divine Feminine Oracle for the Divine Feminine. And a card each. And collectively, perhaps, who knows what will come through. We'll just take what comes out from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. So, let's begin. So I've got to get the Divine Masculine cards ready out of the boxes a moment. Okay, so how are you all doing? Did you enjoy your weekend? It's an interesting time actually. Haven't we got isn't it new moon energy? Or has it just been the new moon over the last few days? So you may have had some time retreating and going in to explore oneself. Who knows? Let's pull some cards for you anyway. Here we go. So Divine Masculine. Thank you. The Gods and Titans Oracle. Thank you, Spirit. So what would like to come through regarding Divine Masculine's energy today, please? Okay, one more. Thank you. That's perfect. Now we are ready to go. Let's go. I don't know what all this is. The energy is all about. Let's find out. It's certainly feeling fresh and new today at 0222. Okay. So for Divine Masculine, okay, this one wanted to come out. Oh my goodness. We had this the other day for Divine Masculine's energy. This is insane. You heard me shuffling. We have Osiris again for Divine Masculine's energy. We have renewal, Osiris. Here we go. Okay. So, I do not need to repeat that message, but inquiry at the bottom of the deck. We have Apollo. Well, let us read the messages as they are. Okay, so for Divine Masculine we have Osiris and Apollo. Okay, I'm going to continue pulling cards a moment. Let's get the cards out and then we can get the message through. So for Divine Feminine today with the Divine Feminine Oracle, thank you, Spirit. What energy would like to come through today for Divine Feminine? Okay, our final shuffle. That's lovely. Okay, let's go. What would like to come through for Divine Feminine's energy today, please? Thank you. Oh, okay, so we have 2 cards. We've got Thecla. How do I pronounce her name? So excuse me if you know it better. But Thecla is how I'm going to pronounce her name. The prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. Okay, so Divine Feminine's in her true power. Plus we have Anandamaya Ma. There we go. That was a a little while to pronounce that. Anandamaya Ma, the joy permeated mother, the joy permeated mother. We get there in the end, don't we? I am my own guru. I know that self that never changes. So Divine Feminine, wow, knowing who she is, and Divine Feminine experiencing this time of inquiry, well, with regards to this renewal. It's like he's seeking more information about what it is that needs to end in his life, what it is that he needs to sacrifice and end in his life. Okay, what's the bottom of the deck for Divine Feminine? We have Lalita, the red goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. Okay. So do we have... Hang on, let's just make a little bit more space. Shuffle along, darlings. Shuffle along. There we go. We have our message for Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. Oh, shall I continue pulling some more cards? Go on, let's do it. First of all then, let's get the card for Divine Masculine with the Work Your Light Oracle. And message for Divine Masculine and message for Divine Feminine. So let's put those back a moment. Oh, they insist, you insist, because that's how it is. So we've got 3 cards, which is perfect. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and collectively. There we go. So Divine Masculine, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Interesting. Divine Feminine, Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Okay. I kind of feel, it's interesting how I put it that way. I kind of feel more that it's this way round, but we shall listen. Let's keep it this way. Trust that all is hang on. Oh, you can't even see what the message says. Let me show you. It says trust. It doesn't say trust. I tell you to trust that it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul, tribe. There we go. With the bottom of the deck, get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. You're both highly sensitive to one another's energies right now. You're highly empathic at this time, and you can sense and feel one another. You're feeling things very deeply at this time, needing to stay grounded and center yourself and trust what it is that you're feeling right now. Okay, so let's try and make a little bit more space. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure that I can. Let's try. You can see all the boxes. Let's move those boxes. Okay, let's grab my guidebooks. Everything else is, where's my aura smudging, aura cleansing, purify smudging spray. Should we give everything a spray? This has a mix of many different protection and cleansing essential oils. There we go. Okay. Definitely. It does work. It every time I spray this, actually, it brings about this new revival of, well, of greatness. That's all I can explain to you. More love fills the room. And you feel that it kind of creates space around you. It always makes me move my living room around, actually. But each time it gets better and better. It's good stuff. It's very good stuff. Let's see if I can move the camera down slightly. Okay, so we're waiting for the message, aren't we? As long as the camera doesn't knock itself down, we are all good. So Osiris is meant to be, I open the book as it is, renewal. So for Divine Masculine, pay attention to your need for rejuvenation and renewal, both physically and mentally. You are invited to experience the magic of hope. So, about Osiris. Well, we read this the other day. You can call upon Osiris when you need to be renewed. When you are tired physically or mentally, his magical energy will nourish you. When you feel like there is no hope, particularly after trauma or a difficult relationship, his presence will soothe you. Osiris also appears when there is a beginning or transition close to hand. Okay. Apollo's message. Inquiry. So look for the truth in the situation. Ask, and your questions will be answered. Take the time to uncover and connect with who you really are and what you really want. Use your inner wisdom. Apollo, son of Zeus and Leto, was one of the most deeply honoured gods of the ancient worlds. The Greeks, the Romans, and even the Celts honoured this glowing bringer of light, with major temples and sacred places spread throughout the Hellenistic and Roman empires. Zeus, father of the Greek gods, fell in love with the nymph Leto, and she became pregnant. Hera, Zeus's wife, naturally wasn't happy about this and chased Leto across the world. Hera made sure there was nowhere safe for Zeus's lover to bear the child by cursing Leto so that no firm ground would accept her in her labour. Happily, the island of Delos, which the Greeks considered a land that moved upon the ocean, accepted Leto. She gave birth to not one but two babies. The goddess of the hunt, Artemis, was born first and assisted her mother in bringing her twin Apollo into the world. Both twins shoot arrows that can bring favour or death. Apollo is a healer and the god of music. It was said that he created magical songs that could heal illness when sung by humans. Evidence indicates that music was a major feature of his temples and worship. In his role of sun god and light giver, shining Apollo is also the god of prophecy and oracles. The word oracle means to speak through. And sometimes the oracles have indeed been living creatures, often people, through whom the gods relay their messages. The most famous oracle was that of Delphi in ancient Greece, where Apollo was said to speak through a priestess known as the Delphic oracle. Some of the most famous generals and conquerors of the ancient world, including Caesar, Alexander the Great, and Croesus, oh my goodness, I know I should know it, of Lydia, but probably not. I do not. Croesus of Lydia, thank you, Spirit, consulted the Delphic oracle. Such was its power and political influence, thank you, for more than 1,000 years. The priestess sat on a three-legged stool and breathed in the vapours that rose mysteriously from a fissure near a sacred spring. The Greeks considered this beautiful, yet somewhat harsh, setting the closest place on earth to Apollo, and as it was known, on the Omphalos navel of the universe. The Delphic oracle often answered questions with riddles or verse, or in an unknown language. The priest or priestess serving the oracle interpreted the answers. However, the oracle always left the ultimate interpretation of true meaning to the person asking the question. This encouraged the asker's inner intuition and wisdom to come into play. You can still visit Delphi today through priests and priestesses no longer attend. Though priests and priestesses no longer attend the location, it is still an energetically powerful place with amazing ruins and a wonderful museum. When you look to others to advise you, or to an oracle like these cards to give you some insight, know that the final decision is up to you. You have the final say and the power to make good decisions for yourself. There we go. So, Divine Masculine is making good decisions, learning, working out, making inquiries deep within himself in order to make these good decisions for himself. It absolutely coincides with our previous message. Wow. Okay, Divine Feminine, Thikla and Anananda Mai. Oh, Anandamaya May. Ma, even. Oh my goodness. Anandamaya Ma. Yay. Oh my goodness. It's just, I'm funny, aren't I? Yes. It's not that one. It's not Akilanda. It's close. I was we were getting there. Let's find, where are we? We must be close. There you are. Thank you. And where's Thikla? Let's find Thikla. Okay, let's go to the front. Thank you. Page 44 for Thikla. So, the prophetess of true power. I call back my power from all times and all places. I am my own. So, interesting. I'm being called to just read to you when your soul selects her card. Thikla's story echoes from the ancient world to the modern world. Your life is up to you. Yes, there is the power of prayer, of faith, of asking for all possible spiritual support. But there's also divine will within each of us. Its will that's aligned with the soul's purpose. We remember what true power is when we divert all outside authority of the power we have been giving them. Power is calling back all the control we give to others to dictate our lives, our potential life partners, our family members, our culture, even our ego's idea of who we should be. Thikla reminds us that we do not need permission to be who we are. We do not. We can cut our hair short and baptize ourselves. We are not bound by anything except the dictates of our own soul. Her mudra is one of awe and wonder. We have all the power right within us to take our life into our own hands. That's the source of fire itself, the divine will to call back our spiritual authority and claim this life as our soul's own. Ananda Maya Ma. When your soul selects her card. There's a passage in Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda that relates an encounter he had with Ananda Ma. He asks her why she is always so filled with joy and can enter states of bliss instantly. She explains to him that she's aware of her true self. She knows that before she came to earth, she was the same. As a little girl and later when she grew into a woman, she still was the same. And now, sitting in front of Yogananda, she remains the same. And even after death, she says, though the dance of creation changes around me, I shall be the same. This is the self-realization merging within that aspect within us that never changes. It's becoming conscious of the self that is eternal, while within this brief mortal existence. Ananda Ma believed that the only true calling or purpose any of us have is to become realized. And so she believed that any action we take toward that goal is sacred. There's a deep, calm, abiding joy that arrives when we can merge with the aspect of us that never changes. There is a bliss we get to experience every time we detach from the surface storms that cause chaos in our lives. If we can remember that we are the guru, then we are an aspect of the divine that remains the same, no matter how much change surrounds us. Then we get to arrive at a joy that lives at the core of our being. Lalita. Well, our last card was on page 44, and Lalita is on page 88. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. Lalita represents the spontaneity that graces a heavy moment and reminds us that joy is a powerful spiritual practice. Lalita Tripura Sundari is a Hindu deity known as the Red Goddess because of her connection to desire. She is often depicted sitting on a lotus with 16 petals, known as the fulfiller of all desires. She is holding a golden bow that represents the mind and 5 golden arrows that represent the 5 senses. And the ancient devotional text dedicated to her, the Lalita Sahasranamanam, is a list of her 1,000 names that fulfills all of her desires of a devotee simply through its recitation. One of Lalita's many names is she who plays. The Sanskrit word Leela means divine play. Lalita loves when her devotees are able to move beyond dualities to the point where we are not separate from what we desire. She loves puja or ritual worship for this reason, because it moves us from out of our ideas and thoughts of the divine and into our hearts, where we can experience the divine directly. Lalita is known for her spontaneity and for liberating her devotees with joy. She's the consciousness that comes when we get so caught up in taking ourselves seriously that we forget the profound, simple pleasures like sunlight on our face or the taste of a ripe strawberry. She's the delicious moment when we remember that we don't have to take everything, especially ourselves, so seriously. We don't have to be perfect or know the right mudras or yoga poses or chant for hours on end. What's divine is inherent in us. It's remembered, not learned. When your soul selects Lalita's card, answers arrive from disengaging with the energy that created the problem or question to begin with. We so often hold tight to what we desire with a grip that actually inhibits it from arriving. And we often take the soul by the collar and demand to know an answer right now. But when a desire is an imperative, there's an inability to be playful, imaginative and childlike with how and when that desire will arrive. The scent, interesting. The secret to desire is holding it lightly. The secret that the red goddess knows is that we already have everything we desire. So we can trust that what the soul craves is and always has been ours. This is the levity that sparks a shift, a change, an expansion. This is the moment that we remember we are not separate from what we desire or from the divine. Lalita is the brilliant moment in a fight between lovers or friends when suddenly someone mispronounces a word and both crack up laughing. Similar to this reading, she's the levity that comes when we loosen our death-like grip on what we think we desire. She's the gorgeous, much-needed reminder that we don't have to suffer our way to what we want most. The path to what we desire is to become the soul we need to be in order to receive it, can be paved with joy. The path to becoming what we desire and to becoming the soul we need to be in order to receive it can be paved with joy, with divine play, and with a sacred process of lightening up all along the way. Okay. There we go. That was our reading for Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. Oh my goodness. I had to repeat a lot of words there, didn't I? Those pronunciations. So, wow, it is coming through how it would like to come through. So, for Divine Masculine, we have Lemuria. Let's read Lemuria for Divine Masculine. Thank you. Okay, I may need the front of the book. Thank you. Okay, 114. No, I was correct to go the way that I was going. Actually, that's perfect. Divine Feminine is correct with the way that she's going. She knows where she is. She knows where she's going. Wonderful. Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Lemuria, or Mu, is one of the earth's lost lands, where heaven really was a place on earth, a time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. In Lemuria, life worked in harmony. All beings were seen as equal, and we were deeply reverent to Mother Earth. We knew that a mosquito was no worse than us, and the sun no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Perhaps you are part of the transition team who at a soul level are devoted to creating this kind of harmony on the planet now. Thank you for wanting to do this work. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the state of affairs on the planet right now, but you are being encouraged to keep holding the clear vision of the future. It is closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible, and while at times it may feel like you are alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds of thousands who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lemuria crystals that hold the codes of remembering that are beginning to rise up all over the planet. Keep doing what you are doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around us is to first heal ourselves. Divine Feminine, Council of Light. Divine orchestration, help us in the subtle realms. The Council of Light is a team of benevolent beings who are here to assist the raising of consciousness of the planet. They are here to help you achieve your soul mission and are guiding you every step of the way. However, because we live in a world where free will reigns, they cannot help you without your permission. If you would like their assistance, it is time to ask them. They can help with all kinds of requests. Nothing is too big or too small. Think of them as your personal helpers in the spirit realm. They are willing and ready to step in and get to work. What would you like help with? What tasks would you like to delegate to them? The Council of Light is a team of ascended masters, light beings, angels and guides, devoted to the rising of earth and all humanity. If you are a light worker, it is from them that you receive your personal mission. Like a spirit world, United Nations, they want to thank you so much for doing this work and devoting your life to uplifting the planet. Praise. They're sending you their praise. Pray to them for clarity and guidance regarding your personal mission. Put in your requests and let them get to work. Okay. So, for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, the Great Gathering. Excuse me. Where's the card? Here we go. It's the next page. Because it's all coming together. Intuitive hit, soul, tribe. You are being called to let your intuition move you physically. You are connected to a group of souls who are weaving a web around the planet, and as you travel and share your creation, something is re-threaded. This card is an acknowledgement that you are either being called to connect with others who are like you at a soul level, or that you already are. You are being called to gather groups of people, either by leading them or becoming part of a group that can support you and your soul's personal mission. You are part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history to heal yourself, your ancestral line and the planet, to raise consciousness so that we can continue to call this magnificent place home for eras to come. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, you are being brought together in order to heal yourself, in order to heal your ancestral line, in order to heal the planet, in order to raise the consciousness of the planet. It's time to call in your tribe by sharing your soul's voice like I just did then, and letting yourself be seen. When you share what is real and true to you, and you share the medicine that you need most, those who are like you will gather around you. You and your tribe, they are just like you. You are your tribe. They are just like you. And just as you are longing and searching for them, they are longing and searching for you too. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. You are being called to get grounded, to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it is all too easy to get swept up in other people's energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries will become blurred as you are absorbing the energies around you and struggling to define what is their stuff and what is yours. If you pulled this card, you are very likely an empath or a highly sensitive person and need some time alone to fill up your well, balance your energy and get grounded. There are two types of people, those who draw their energy from others and those who draw their energy from within. Reflect on which one you are and carve out time each day to ensure your well is being replenished. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all powers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It is easy to get swept up in the high frequency energies that are swirling around the planet. The quickest and most effective way of clearing all of this from your field is to ground yourself by connecting with Mother Earth. There are many ways to get grounded. One of the most powerful ways is to practice earthing by connecting to the power of Mother Earth. Spend time in nature. Put your hands on a tree. Your palms are extensions of your heart chakra. Or walk barefoot on the earth. Do something to get grounded and connected with earth, and you'll feel the heartbeat. You'll feel each other's heartbeat, and you'll know just what to do. Okay, so we're going to finish today with a Spirit Junkie card, an affirmation. Okay, one more shuffle. Thank you. So, final message, please, for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. So you're learning to grow from everything. All that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. And taking care of myself is a radical act of love. It absolutely is. So do what it is that you've got to do to get closer to yourself today. Much love. Bye for now.